The money she stole could run a small country for an entire year, and now she's been sentenced to death. I'm Kalilah Reynolds, founder of Money Media. We make business and finance easy to understand. A Vietnamese tycoon has been sentenced to death for her role in a $12.5 billion US fraud scandal. Yeah, you heard correctly, $12.5 billion US. Now, I don't know if you've been following this story, but buckle up because it is interesting. So Trang Myan is a 67-year-old Vietnamese real estate tycoon. She was found guilty of bribery, violating bank regulations, and embezzlement, and sentenced to death for her crimes. But her story is actually an impressive rags to riches saga. She got her start as a market vendor selling cosmetics with her mom. In the 1980s, Lan took advantage of Vietnam's economic reform drive and slowly amassed an impressive portfolio of hotels and restaurants. She was pretty much the Vietnamese Jeff Bezos. But it wasn't until her audacious move to merge 3 smaller banks into the Saigon Commercial Bank that cracks in the empire started to show. According to Vietnamese investigators, Lan and her accomplices reportedly siphoned off more than 304 trillion dong, or about 12.5 billion USD, from Saigon Commercial Bank. She reportedly used dozens of proxies through other companies and people to do this, despite Vietnam's strict rules which limit large shareholding in lenders. And just for some perspective on how massive this fraud is for Vietnam, the money stolen is roughly 3% of the country's entire economy. Now, I live in Jamaica, and that's more than the government's entire budget for the year. So the money she stole could run the whole of Jamaica, pay teachers, doctors, police, fix roads, build schools, and cover all our debt payments for a year and a half. Now, maybe you're thinking the death penalty sounds extreme, but Vietnam is in a massive anti-corruption drive right now, so they're using Lan as an example. Her trial, which began in March, has played out publicly in state media. That's a massive change in MO for a country where information is usually tightly controlled. Vietnamese state media reported that 84 other defendants in the case received sentences ranging from probation for 3 years to life imprisonment. Lan's husband, Eric Chu, a Hong Kong businessman, was sentenced to 9 years in jail. Her niece got 17 years. Lan does plan to appeal the sentence, but who knows if that'll help. And that's the bottom line. So, do you feel this level of corruption warrants the death penalty? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my newsletter for money news like this straight to your inbox. Click the link up here or in the description below. Let's get this legal money.
Let's get this money.